Good day, my wonderful viewers. You are welcome once again to Frequency Online Math. So today we are going to talk about sword. So this is a new topic in mathematics. So actually, this sword is one of the sweetest topics in mathematics if you understand the words basics. So what is sword? Let's read from the board. So a sword is an expression that includes a square root, cube root, or any root symbols. So it can be fourth root, first root like this, cube root like this, fifth root like this, any other root. That's why I said any other root symbols. So we can just generally call it what? Nth root. You understand? So like this, nth root. So that cannot be further simplified into a whole number. First of all, you need to know what a whole number is. So whole numbers are those numbers that start from 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. Understand? So into a whole number or rational number. Now, what is rational number? Rational number are those numbers that come in the form of A over B. That come in the form of what? Fraction. So, and B is not equals to what? 0. These are called what? Rational number. Example, 1 is a rational number because 1 can be written as what? 1 over 1. 2 is a rational number. 2 over what? 2. And so, take examples of sword so that you understand this thing and trying to explain. Examples of sword. So for example, square root of what? 2. Square root of 2 is irrational. Why? Because when you point square root of 2 in your calculator, it will give you 1.47, I think, what? 3. Now, is square root of 4 a sword? No. Square root of 4 is not a sword because square root of 4 can be simplified as what? 2. So 2 is what? Rational because it can be written as what? 2 all over what? 1. And the denominator is not equal to 0. So square root of 4 is not irrational. Now, for you to understand this sword well, sword simply means what? Those perfect what? Squares. When you have square root of non-perfect squares, there are what? Swords. So what are perfect square? Perfect square are when two identical numbers multiply, you get perfect square. So for example, let's take a look at perfect squares so that you know what perfect square means. So 1 times 1 will give us what? 1. 2 times 2 will give us what? 4. I hope you can see the down. Alright. So 3 times 3 will give us what? 9, and so on and so forth. So 1 is a perfect square. So if you have square root of 1, it's also what? 1. So square root of 1 is not a sword. Square root of 4 is what? 2. It is not a sword. Square root of 9 is what? 3. Square root of 9 is not a sword. You understand? Then sword are when you have square root or other root of non-perfect square. What are non-perfect square? For example, 3. 3 is a non-perfect square. Let me write these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on and so forth. 2 is a non-perfect square. So square root of 2 is a sword. You understand it now? 3 is a non-perfect square because there is no two numbers you are going to multiply to give us what? 3. So square root of 3 is what? A sword. 4. Square root of 4 is what? 2. So not what? Sword. Are you seeing it now? Square root of 5 will give us what? A decimal. So it is not a perfect square. So sword. Now square root of 6 is what? It will give us a decimal. So square root of 6 is what? A sword. Square root of 7 is also what? A sword. Square root of 8 is also what? A sword. Square root of 9 is not a sword. You understand? Because 9 is a perfect square. You can see it here. So not sword. Square root of 10 is what? A sword. Because square root of 10 will give us what? This thing. It will give us irrational number. Are you seeing? Because there's nothing we can times to give us what? 10. So it is what? A sword. So these are definition of sword. So anytime you have square root of non-perfect squares, just know that that thing is what? Sword. So thank you for watching and may God bless you. Bye bye.